Hey guys, how's it going? So today I'm going to be showing you guys a little bit of a footage of my more lovely experiences in World of Warcraft. I unfortunately am not here to play for a lot longer than I thought I was going to do. It was actually because they invited— what the hell? Hold on, give me a sec here. I'm trying to get rid of this thing. Nyeh. 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 Why don't you die? I'm trying to make a video. Trying to make a video. Alright, so like I was saying, it was a little free 7-day returning to Warcraft kind of thing. You know, the way they kind of lure you in, reminding every veteran or ex-World of Warcraft player why they should return. And it works every time. I end up having to buying myself a month and I just continue to play the game while, you know, everything's going the way it is. Now, I'm making this video because it's funny. I still get requests on people asking me to play some more World of Warcraft, and personally, I love that. This is one of my favorite games. I've spent so many hours on this game, and I literally mean so many hours. So I apologize if the volume is a little too loud or a little bit too random. I'm gonna actually try to work with it right now. I will try to change it after this little fight, because it's a little too loud in my ears. And I know while editing I'll have two different audio files, but like, you know, just to play it safe, you never know if one thing comes out sounding like the other. So let me just go over here and lower the master volume down to probably right here, right? That seems good enough. So yeah. So right now I'm playing a troll priest, as you guys can see, or kind of see. Let me just fly up here. This is my troll priest. The reason why it looks so pinkish is because some of the items that I have are called heirlooms, and they're basically little bind on account items. You pretty much get them from your higher level characters. You purchase them. So if you want to level a character from level 1, as you guys can see right there where it says require level 1 to 80, I already hit 80 on this troll, and so this is completely useless unless I upgrade it to 1 to 85, and I don't think I'm going to do that anymore. I actually just got rid of my staff and decided to switch it with this thing. And since my priest is a disciplined priest, I was following some steps, and I'm still trying to learn it because they actually changed the whole mechanics around. But the good thing is, it's still fun. I still got Penance, I still got the Power Word Shield. This thing happens when I crit. I get another extra bubble. And I have this thing where I can just summon a holy barrier on a location and reduces the damages done. I'm going to try to Auspex soon into Shadow Priest, where I look all dark and glowy and everything. So I'm pretty excited for that. But yeah, right now, I'm just questing around. I'm going to queue up for another instance because I want you guys, you know, to check it out. Check this game out. I mean, it's already at the point where we're already like 4 expansions in, I believe. But hey, you know, never too late. If you start now, you'll probably level up a lot faster than expected. And if you just end up coming into World of Warcraft when the next expansion comes out, well, you can sure expect to see some videos from me when it comes to that point. Like I said, this is one of my favorite games of all time, and as you guys can see right here, this is not a mod, it's an add-on or a modification to your GUI. Damage done. It's basically, I use this when I'm on my Warlock, my main character that I actually try so hard to just level up. I actually forgot to collect this thing from that character. And yeah, so right now I'm just looking at the loot on what I can actually achieve to get. So I'm hoping I can actually get some things out of the way. So here we go. Now you guys are gonna watch me heal. And right now, our tank at the moment is a Death Knight, level 77. So I shouldn't have any problem, you know, I'm a level 80. I should be able to kill this guy up like it's no big deal. And yeah, so far he looks like he's actually capped for the little moment. And this guy's taking damage, so I'm gonna just throw in a little skill here called Renew. Heals a target for 2,000 every 2.7 seconds for 11 seconds. Now the thing about World of Warcraft is, it did get more in depth with your skills. Like, Spirit, as you guys can see right here where it says Spirit above the green text of 395 spell power, that was basically, Spirit is needed for when you're a healer. The more Spirit you have, the easier it'll be to regenerate your mana and possibly health, but when you're in combat, mana is mostly a lot more important than it's supposed to be. And yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoy me just, you know, trying to heal, trying to survive. And if it's too loud, I apologize again. I know there'll be some moments where it'll just be way too much. And if you guys heard that sound, it was from the Death Knight. I actually do have it in the settings where Death Knight voices are put up, and it says disable to improve performance of the game. It actually takes a toll on frames per second, which is kind of strange. I wouldn't really think of it, but hey, you know what? It's fine. I have a lot better computer than I used to back when I did my first World of Warcraft video for my channel. The characters I currently play right now are my Warlock, this Priest, Shaman, and Paladin. My Paladin is actually a tank, just like this guy over here, who's tanking, but right now he's a Death Knight. And I'm the Troll Priest, just trying to heal and make sure that we all stay alive. And, look at that. The guy's actually having some little difficulty running around. Not really surprised though. It's very common where a tank is like, they can see a healer out over healing everything. And it's like, they try to test my limit on how much I can actually take. Like, could I heal them completely or could I not? And it's pretty funny because one guy actually ended up pulling a lot more than he should have, and he wasn't geared for it. And I will explain about what I mean by gear. As a tank, you guys know you need a bunch of armor. You need things called like parry. You need wow, this guy has a bunch of crit items. That's not good. Well, you need hit rating, that's for sure. You need dodge and parry. Dodge and parry are your two primary things that you have to look forward to as a tank. Also hit rating and expertise. So the other guy had a lot less geared. He was a lot less geared than the tank we have now. Like, he literally had nothing that was dodge or expertise or parry. He literally went in there as a DPS thinking he can tank the place, and it was pretty horrible. Oh, this guy's gonna die. Not anymore. I just saved you. I should probably heal him though. There we go. And yeah, like, it's really interesting though, because I like seeing people try to challenge my healing skills, and it's a lot more easier to heal as a druid because you have a bunch more skills when it comes to healing over time effects. You have a bunch of HOTS, HLTS. That's what they're called in WoW. I'm pretty sure they're called the same as everything else, but I learned all the lingo, all the little abbreviations from this game itself. I wish I could transfer my Death Knight, which is currently level 80, and I wish I could transfer my Druid, which is also level 80, but they're in another server, and they're Alliance. Right now I'm currently playing as a Horde character, and in order for me to transfer those two characters, well, let's just say you need some money. You know, you need money. I wish I had the money to transfer those two characters, but that is just... sometimes it's a little too much, you know what I mean? Like, the prices is reasonable. The guys at Blizzard do need money, and they do need jobs. They need things to do while they're, you know, in the middle of the company, and I, for one, appreciate that. I just don't have the money to come out and spend to try to transfer two characters that I really want to, you know, focus and level on. Especially since they're Alliance, and on the Horde I pretty much did everything that I needed to already, but I will probably keep one of them as an Alliance just for the fact that, well, it's a little bit easier. And I don't know, I personally, I'm an Alliance character at heart, but when it comes to my Warlock that was transferred over by my friend, he promised me that we were going to be raiding high-end stuff in this server, and we never really did. When we joined the guild that he promised me, I actually ended up getting screwed over by the guild members themselves. They would say that I complained too much and all this other stuff, and you know what, I did complain, but the thing was, I find it unfair that when it comes to gearing up your guild members, each character should at least have one item, you know, for raid, like one item to actually roll for, you get me? So let's say you're a cloth user, kind of like me, and something drops that can be used for both DPS and a healing class. Healing in the sense that it can be a priest or, you know, I believe a priest is the only one that can use it cloth-wise. And the item was actually both for DPS and a healer. And I kind of sat there and I'm like, oh sweet, I get to have an upgrade. And the person rolling for it won. So we both rolled for it, and that part was fair. You know, that part was extremely fair. We had to have a rolling system. That's the only... Oh, look at this. Hey! Now that's what I'm talking about. I need that. I need that. You see how you get to roll for it as in an instance? You get to roll for it in the sense that a little screen will pop up and it'll say you either need it, or you want it. And if you want it for greed, it's either for your other spec, or you just want to disenchant it. But I personally didn't want to disenchant this thing, so I'm gonna go over here and probably put it towards... okay, let's just go with that. You know, it's already... the other item's already, like, weak as it is. But, yeah, anyways, back to what I was saying. So yeah, I got screwed over. The second item that ends up dropping is another cloth piece, and this time it was for both DPS and healer, but mostly used for DPS because it had no spirit in it. It was mostly like crit and haste, and as a warlock, when you're a destruction spec, that spec is mostly used for crit and a bunch of haste. You need a bunch of crit on that character, and that guild member just decided to roll for it, and the guild was fine with that. And I just kind of sat there and I went, but that person already rolled for an item. Shouldn't it be fair for the other guild member to, you know, have an item myself? Like, it would have been more reasonable if they were really under geared, you get me? But we were both evenly geared. We didn't really have a problem when it came to, you know, not being geared for wherever we were. Hey, look at that, I won both rolls. And yeah, I mean, me personally, I was very offended by it. I did not go over this server. I did not allow my friend to transfer one of my characters over to another server, and faction changed them to the Horde. So I got screwed over on this faction and this server. But again, I can't really blame my friend. He didn't really know, and the people that we ended up joining the guild for were actually like close friends of his, and I guess I found it more kind of messed up at the fact that, you know, we came to the server. If they geared me up, believe me, they would have not disappointed. Back then in Wrath of the Lich King, I knew my Warlock like the back of my hand. And it was basically because my friend that got me into World of Warcraft, his main character was also a Warlock. And my first character was a Paladin, but I didn't really find the joy in it, at least during that time. I enjoyed spells and demons and stuff like that coming out of the ground. You get to control them. So, you know, long story short, I got screwed over. The guild ended up thinking like it was okay to do what they did. They did it again for like 3-4 more items, and they were some really good items that were major upgrades to what I had and minor upgrades to what the other person had. And they were just kind of like, you know, whatever. They were just like, we're just gonna go right ahead and continue doing what we're doing. So I ended up leaving the guild and joined a bunch of other guilds, met some cool people. I got better geared from them, but then eventually I got discouraged at the game, and now I came back because my good friend over here, Joel, who's not in this party, he will be joining me in another video. Well, you guys won't hear him, but he'll be in there. I'll be tanking, and you guys will see. But yeah, so hope you guys enjoy my little story while I'm healing in this little instance. I really love the Disciplined Priest spec a lot more than the Holy spec, because this seems to have a little bit more crit going on, has a lot more... It feels much more safer to use as a healing spec than the Holy spec. In Holy, you get Circle of Healing, which is actually really cool. You get the Chakra, the Light Well, the Flash Heals are a lot more faster, and you get the Divine Hymn, just like the Hymn of Hope. But, you know, it's cute, man. It's what it is. And I don't know where our tank went, so we might actually freaking die. That's not cool. Where's our tank? Where's our Tanky Winky? Okay, he's not there. I don't think the tank ever came back. Crap. But yeah, so hopefully you guys, you know, enjoyed my little story. If you guys are ever in a guild, if you ever play any game at all, and you guys are unhappy with the way they treat you, not saying like promises, you know, have some patience. Like, maybe at first they'll kind of be like, oh, you're new to the guild, like they won't give you the respect you need. Just keep waiting a little bit more time, be more reliable on raiding, be flexible with like the hours, and if you sign up for a raid, sign up for a raid. And this isn't speaking in the sense of like other games that are similar to World of Warcraft, and you know, if they screw you over a couple times like they did with me, I suggest you leave. Do yourself a favor and leave, because if you're paying to play, who are they paying for your account? Like, are they paying for your WoW time? No, they're not. That's why I left that guild, and that guild was garbage. And I'm actually glad that I left it. I couldn't have been more happier. I was able to do a bunch of things that only I wanted to do. And I don't know what the hell this guy's doing. And yeah, so like I said, you guys, if it's ever that case in any game actually, if you feel like you're cheated and you're not being respected the way you should be, not in the sense of like, you know, you have a lot of ego going on, you're hard-headed, no, in the sense that like, you know, mutual agreement, you guys know what you're supposed to do, what you already originally had planned in the beginning, you know, just stuff like that, you know? And just be chill about it. Just leave, just say, you know, you're not liking the way it's going, and you're just gonna respectfully leave. You're not gonna badmouth them like I did with mine, but I guess mine in the sense that like I'm still pretty mad about it in the beginning. And yeah, you guys, like, hopefully you guys enjoy my stories. I'll be telling you guys more stories as, you know, recordings go by, because I really love this game, and I hope if I show you guys my experiences or my little just chillaxing playing, telling you guys stories while I'm healing and all that good stuff in the game, hope you guys enjoy it. Like, I really do. Hey, look at that. The Death Knight tank is doing the most damage. Oh my god. How is that even possible? That should not be happening. The tank should never do the most damage. Yay. Dispelled everybody. So,
now I'm making progress.
yeah. I mean, the next thing I should probably talk about is this instance. Or the whole aspect of, like, having a group going together. Some of you guys know in League of Legends, you have your, you know, ADC, your AP character, and all that crap, you know, all that stuff. The reason why I say crap is because, like, it's really the same thing. It's the same concept. You have a bruiser character, which is meant for tanking, and then you have a character that is mostly support. They go with the flow of battle, and that's what I learned a lot in Infinite Crisis, which you guys should probably check out. In my opinion, it's a really fun game. If you guys are interested, you know, use the referral link. I would honestly very greatly appreciate that if you guys use that, because if you guys get hooked on it, I get some nice little bonus rewards if you actually rank up to level 10. And so, like I was saying, yeah, basically World of Warcraft's the same way when it comes to doing dungeons. You have your tank, your healer, and your DPS. And this is only a 5-man group. If you ever join in raids that require more than 5 people, most likely there'll be 2 tanks, 2 healers, and about 6 DPS. And if you go into 25-man, whew, you might have 2 tanks or 3 tanks, depending on how difficult or how hard it'll be. You got a good amount of healers, I believe 5 or 6, and the rest is all DPS. You need a lot of DPS, you need to be geared, you need to know what you're doing. Even if it's your first time going in there, checking out reviews and little guides does not hurt to try. You want to walk in there with the knowledge of knowing what to do, and if you have any suggestions that you saw in other people's videos, you could come on and say, hey, I got it from watching these people raiding, why don't we give it a shot? We could probably try this if what you're doing already is failing. And that's what we used to do before in the guilds that I joined after. We used to do a bunch of like high-end stuff, and then eventually we actually got towards the Lich King. As much as I wanted to do 25-man so I can get this like awesome mount, I unfortunately had too much things going on, and I couldn't really stick around to stay there. But I met some really interesting people, some really great friends, and yeah, pretty cool. It was still pretty cool. But yeah, so far this raid is, this party is going by very good. Where did this guy go? Hopefully the tank starts to move. He says he had to go because he had a bloody nose. That's very disturbing. And another reason why I like the disc priest is because every time I bubble someone, they get a little bonus speed. Don't know why everyone's over there. I want tea and biscuits. That's coming from the Shadow Priest, who's also doing somewhat decent damage, I guess. The Warlock is right above him. The Warlock? Is that a Warlock? It is a Warlock. Why are you not doing the most damage? You should go in there and show them all. Show them all who the real power is. But yeah, this instance is called Hall of the High... What is it? Huh. I think it's Halls of Lightning. Oh, it's Halls of Stone. Alright. So right now we're with the Halls of the High Father. But yeah, we're supposed to go towards the last boss now. I'm very excited because I got to share my experience with you guys. I literally got to tell you guys a nice little story about my WoW experience. And the reason why I'm doing this video now is because I have to schedule a good amount of videos for you guys. My girlfriend's currently like not feeling too well and she's actually at work. And that's still kind of... Who's dying? Oh no, Shaman! No! I got you! Yeah! Get in there! Fight, 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 fight. Oh crap. Okay, we need a tank. This is not gonna go the way I'm hoping for. Someone needs to step up and tank. We only got a shaman. and an undead priest. I gotta do some damage here. Give me a sec here, guys. I'm gonna be the hero today. Yeah. I'm not doing that much damage, you know, 695 to something that has over 30,000 health. Oh, there we go, 3,000. Matt Damon, here we go. Penis. Penis. That sounds funny. I know it sounds really different, but that's... Oh, penance. Penance. God. Like, when it comes to the language, I'm completely horrible doing it. But hey, we survived. Alright. Hopefully the tank is feeling a lot better. He has a bloody nose, and that's, like I said, it's very disgusting, very... too much FYI. For some of you guys that don't like the thought of it, or very wheezy when it comes to things like that, I'm sorry, I apologize greatly. But here we go. This should be interesting. Waiting for this goddamn queue, I want to do one dungeon first. And that's my friend who's going to be joining us. He's actually leveling up his warrior right now, and it's a Torn warrior, level 89.
Don't worry,
and
Bram's got your back. Keep that middle monstrosity busy, and I'll see if I can't sweet talk this machine into helping you.
Ha, good luck. But here we go. I know it's just 3 DPS. 3 in the sense that it's just me, and I think the freaking warlock is dying. Huh. Should I go back and resurrect them? I feel like I should. I feel like I'd be a jerk if I didn't. But where'd they go? I have no idea where they went. Oh well. See, even people in the World of Warcraft community are even polite. Are you okay? It was bad. The bloody nose of guy was bad. But yeah, you guys, you know, that's just basically how it is in World of Warcraft. I have dealt with, you know, my fair share of jerks and people who highly disrespect others. But the majority of the Warcraft community is very respectful. Like 80%, 90% of the time, you will not deal with anyone who's a jerk or a complete a-hole. Most of the time, you will deal with people who are very polite or very, you know, they take the game... I'm gonna say it. They take the game serious, and I take the game serious. As it should be. You're paying $15. So it should be taken serious, and, you know, they'll really come out of their way, and they'll say things like, come on, tank, you can't tank, or come on, healer, you need to step up and heal, and all that good stuff. You know, it's just basically things like that, so it's kind of like, uh-oh. And it's just basically things like that, you guys. Like, you know, everything's cool, everything's chill. I'm just healing this guy over here so he can tank the last boss and get this over with. While my friend Joel is just, you know, doing his little thing there. So while I'm going in there, I guess I'll probably do another instance for you guys. I will probably do another instance. It should be fun, actually. It should be very fun. So let's go ahead. Here we go. Tanky Winky, get in there. Ooh, Bloodlust. This skill does so much work. Here we go. Gonna heal myself, gonna do this. And I'm gonna attack the boss. Bam. 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 Here we go. Bam. 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 Woo! I just help people get their achievement. What's this? Critical strike. Nah, I'm good with my haste. That's what I'll stand, and that's where I'll stay. But look at that, you guys. Because I won every disenchantment. That's crazy. So now I'm gonna go back over here, turn in this quest, and get the EXP that I need. And you know what's funny about being a priest? You get the skill called Levitate, and you fly around like you're holy. You know, like some Chris Angel thing going on, but you're actually doing, you know, magician stuff. You're not just some complete random guy thinking you can just fool everybody. You can't fool me, Mr. Chris Angel. You're not a mind freak. You're just a fraud. But yeah, you guys, hopefully you enjoyed me healing this place. We didn't die. I don't think anybody died except for the freaking warlock that I just, you know, just right ahead let her die. She did it on herself. She lured in somebody. You know, I'm not really in the mood to go around and like hold someone's hand. But the next thing we gotta do here is collect a bunch of items which they drop from these guys over here. And yeah, let me just double check with my good friend Joel here so I know exactly what I should be doing. If he says he's still waiting for a queue, I will go ahead and do another dungeon. You in one or still waiting on it? And I'm gonna see what he says. So yeah, if you guys are wondering where I am right now, I'm currently underwater. Wow, I couldn't even say that right. That's horrible. I'm currently underwater, doing some quests. If you're wondering how I'm breathing, it's some little skill in the quest that allowed me to breathe underwater. And look at that, I found a helmet. Wait, something else here. What is this? It's another axe. Awesome, I have 3 out of 5 waiting on it. Like a 30-minute queue time, and I've been for about 20 minutes. Alright, for sure. I'm gonna do another one. Alright, you guys, so check out the next one that I will be doing. Since we already did Halls of Stone, I will get rid of that one off the list. Right now, we're gonna do Gundrak, Halls of Lightning, the Oculus, Utgarde, Pinnacle. Maybe not the Oculus. That one seems too long, and I don't want to bore you guys. So I will do the fun ones. Gundrak, Halls of Lightning, Utgarde, Pinnacle, and the Calling of Stratholme, which is my favorite one. Let's go ahead and queue up for it, and while we're waiting for the queue, let's continue to run around and just collect some items. You know, just fly around. Just running on the sand. I'm not really running on the sand.